This is a Daniel Summerall, Haley Terrell video production. Copyright 2023, Daniel Summerall, Haley Terrell video productions.
Welcome to Frequency Missing. This game is played in landscape mode with the home button to the right. Main menu. New game. Help. Drag your finger up and drag new game. Drag help. Drag your finger up new game. Help. Do you want to play the tutorial one more time? Yes. In Frequency Missing, you can explore menus and the game world by dragging one finger across the screen to listen for objects. When you find an object you want to use, release your finger. Remember to wear your headphones correctly to separate right and left, right and left. Now you will try to find an object in the game world. Hold down one finger. You released your finger before you had found the object. Remember to keep your finger on the screen until you find the object and hear the click. Hold down. You can now hear a person whistle. Good. You can now hear you released your finger before you had found the. You can now hear a person whistling. Drag your finger toward the sound until you. Good. Now.
Hello.
Perfect. You found a person and have started a conversation. Hold down one finger on the screen and move it up and down to hear topics to choose from. Release your finger to select. Now, give it a shot. Try to talk about the weather. Economy, sports, sports, sport, dancing. Dance, drag your finger, dancing. Drag, sport, the web, drag your finger up. Drag your finger. Drag your finger up. The weather. Drag.
The weather is great.
Good. Now choose buy, and let's move on. Food. Travel. Drag your finger up. Buy. Drag your finger up. Drag. Buy.
Bye.
Good. That's it for the tutorial. Now choose New Game in the menu to start the game. Main menu.
Voiceover on. Landscape. Screen curtain on. Frequency missing. Direct touch area. Control center. Airplane mode. Switch selected. Focus. Screen mirroring. Button. Select selected. Selected. Focus. Selected. Focus. Video editing. Screen focus. Lock road. Select volume. Selected.
Welcome to Frequency Missing. This game is played in landscape mode with the home button to the right. Main menu. New game. The game autosaves so you can pick up where you left off.
Oh, my head. What happened? Where am I? It's so dark. Ouch! I'm locked in! Help! Is someone there? I probably shouldn't have done that. If they hear me, they might knock me out again. I hear some rattling. If I feel around, I might be able to locate where that noise is coming from. A screw! I might be able to pry it loose with my hands. There we go. It's still locked. Maybe there are more screws. Another screw! It's starting to give way. Yes!
Chapter 1. 3 days earlier.
April 13th, 8:35 a.m. My first day at work as a reporter for Radio IDUN. Richard would have welcomed me and showed me around, but he disappeared 3 days ago. I'm really worried. Carl might know something about where he is. Hi, Carl. How's it going?
Oh, hi, Patricia. Just fine. How are you settling in?
Richard. New at work. It's a lot to process in a short amount of time.
Yes. Something on your mind?
The radio station. Well, I got a quick tour yesterday, but maybe you can tell me more about the radio station.
I don't know what to say. The building is a bit much for my taste. It was originally built as a royal library, apparently. I'm sure Monica at the reception can tell you more about the station.
The radio station. Carl, the chief. Carl's job. I don't think I've asked you what you do around here.
That's all right. I work as a fact checker and audio technician.
What does a fact checker do?
I check that all the facts are correct.
And as an audio technician?
I make sure that your segments sound good on the air.
The chief. The chief has barely had time for me yet. What is he like?
He can be a bit difficult to deal with sometimes. He wants to be one of the crew and make good broadcasts, but he also wants to make his bosses happy.
Oh, he's not in charge?
No, he only runs our department, even if he sometimes acts like he runs the whole station.
The chief. Enough about work. Thank you. New at work. Richard. Have you read the newspaper today?
No. What's on your mind?
It said the police have closed the investigation on Richard's disappearance.
What? No one has seen him in 3 days.
I know! They claim there's no indication that a crime has been committed. How can they not care about what happened?
I'm sorry. I know you're good friends. Is there anything I can do?
Thank you, but I don't think so. I was so happy when he got me this job and was really looking forward to working with him. Richard's job. Do you know what he was working on?
Some stories, but nothing that would explain his disappearance. You spent a lot of time together. He never told you anything?
No, but I got this feeling he wanted to tell me something but couldn't. I thought it might have something to do with what he was working on. Richard's disappearance. Do you know anything about Richard's disappearance?
No, nothing. I was going to snoop around in his office, but someone had locked it.
Do you think there's anything in there?
I don't know. But he spent a lot of late nights in his office. I thought maybe he had left some notes about what he was working on.
Richard's job. Enough about Richard. Thank you. Richard. Goodbye. Thanks, Carl. I'll see you later.
Goodbye.
The lobby. The radio station's lobby. Grandiose and awe-inspiring. You can't help but be impressed by it. The door to the newsroom, where all the broadcasts are made.
Hold it! We're broadcasting live. You need the chief's permission to go in there.
The radio station's receptionist. Hello, Monica.
Good morning, Patricia. What can I do for you?
Coworker. Richard's disappearance. Coworkers. The radios. How many people work here?
Well, we have 60 employees, the biggest and best radio station in the country.
Work. What is everyone doing here?
Well, most of them are reporters like you. There's a lot that goes into making good broadcasts, so we also have several audio technicians and lots of administration.
The work. The office. Where does everyone sit?
The management use the top floors, of course. They enjoy the view, you see. Down here's the newsroom. You can find some of the reporters, audio technicians, and the department chief here. Between us and the top, there are more reporters and administrators.
My job. Do you know what I'm supposed to do here?
Huh, don't you know?
Yes, but the chief just told me to get acquainted with the station.
I suppose you'll start with a few small stories here and there. But regardless of what you get to do, you should be proud and happy you're working for this fine radio station.
Work. My job. Enough about the station. Thank you. Coworker. Richard's disappearance. Do you know anything about what's happened to Richard?
Well, not more than anyone else, I believe. The police were snooping around here a few days ago, and I'm reading that they don't think a crime has been committed.
Snooping?
It's good that they investigated, but they could have done it without disturbing everyone. To be honest, we didn't get along very well. He was a very good reporter, but he didn't always think the rules applied to him.
Coworker. Richard's Goodbye. Thanks, Monica. Richard's office. It's locked. Could there be a clue to his disappearance in there? The chief's office. A well-furnished office that smells of leather and cigars. Excuse me, Chief. Do you have a minute?
Yes, 1 minute. What do you want?
Locked office. Richard has disappeared. Richard has disappeared. What do you know about Richard's disappearance?
Only what the police have said.
And what is that?
Nothing.
Aren't you concerned about your employees?
Of course I am. There's just not a whole lot I can do about it. We've got radio to produce. I don't have time to worry about something that's out of my hands. I'm sorry, I know the two of you were friends.
But you're the manager. You can't just sit there and hope for the best.
Careful now. Richard's recommendation is the only reason you're here.
Locked office. Goodbye. Goodbye. Locked office. Why is Richard's office locked?
The police have already investigated it. They didn't find anything. You have to understand, I don't want other people running around in there causing even more trouble.
They must have missed something.
Are you doubting the police's competence? Stop meddling with things you don't understand and go do your job. I don't have time for all these questions. I don't have time for all these questions. I don't have time for all these questions.
The lobby. The newsroom.
Hold it. You need Chief's permission to go in.
The chief's office.
The world leaders meet in a summit on the environment. The conflict in the South is escalating, and Steel has a new manager. I'm Stephanie, your host, with today's news. A little music.
I don't have time for all these questions.
A key cabinet.
Get away from there. Do you often rummage through other people's belongings?
The key to Richard's office is probably in there, but I'll never get to it as long as the chief is here.
I really don't have time for you right now. Go to the newsroom. Maybe you can learn a thing or two about live broadcasting.
The lobby. The newsroom. Monica, the chief said I could go in.
All right, just be careful and don't do anything to disturb them.
The newsroom. Furnishings are simple and functional. It's the heart of the station.
World leaders. In a short statement, she later said the future looks bright and that negotiations are moving forward, but it is too early to draw any
A
conclusions.
large switch. Do I dare pull
The
it?
conflict in the South is escalating.
No.
The mediators believe
Yes.
the solution is... What the heck are you doing?
What are you doing, Butterfingers? You just interrupted a live broadcast.
I'm sorry. I lost my balance and fell on the switch.
Get out.
Probably not the smartest thing I've ever done, but it should keep him busy for a while. The chief's office. This key looks like it could open the door to Richard's office.
I don't care whose fault it is. It's your job to make sure these things don't happen.
I'm sorry, Stephanie. We're working as fast as we can. It's good of you to remind me.
We had some temporary technical difficulties, but they're now taken care of, and we will continue with the broadcast.
Oh, the broadcast is up and running again. I better get out of here.
Today's news. The Prime Minister opened this year's environmental summit by addressing the assembled world leaders. In a short statement, she later said the future looks bright and that negotiations are moving forward, but it is too early to draw any conclusions. In international news, the conflict in the South is escalating. The mediators
The lobby.
believe a solution is in sight.
Richard's office. I hope I brought the right key. Yes! Patricia versus Lux, 1-0. Richard's office. Okay, let's see what you're hiding from me. Richard's noteboard. Nothing of interest there. Hold on. There's a VIP card to the Duke Silverglons Club. I didn't know he was a member there. Isn't that a bit too expensive and exclusive for him? I just noticed that the painting is a bit crooked. There's a safe hidden behind it. I doubt the police would have left it alone if they had found it. I might need some assistance opening it. the lobby. Carl's in my office. Carl!
What is it?
I managed to get into Richard's office. Someone had turned the place over, but unlike me, they didn't find the hidden safe. We have to open it.
Nice! I have an idea. Should we go to his office?
Yes. Yeah, let's go.
Here, take this contact microphone. Place it on the safe and you might be able to hear when it unlocks.
Wouldn't it be quicker if you did it?
You found it, so it's only fair that you open it as well. I'll keep watch and let you know if someone's coming.
Okay, Richard. Let's see what secrets you've hidden in here. So, how do I do this?
With the contact microphone, you should be able to hear the click from the locking mechanism. When you hear the clunk of the locking bar, you should stop and drag in the other direction. I think these kind of locks usually start to the right, so drag to the right until you hear a clunk, then switch directions. Keep doing that until the safe is open.
No, I think I missed.
You'll have to start over and go to the right. These kind of locks probably reset if you do it wrong.
I don't think that's right.
Start over and try again.
Yes! Patricia versus locks, 2-0. Now let's see what you thought was worth hiding, Richard.
What did you find?
A tape. I wonder what's on it.
We'd better listen to this in our office. Let's load the reel into my tape recorder and hear what secrets are hidden on it.
Well, what's wrong with your tape recorder?
It's not my recorder, it's the tape. I'm not entirely sure how I'll fix it. You'll have to give me a few days.
Chapter 2.
April 14th. The chief has given me my first assignment. I'm to interview Samuel Silverglands about the renovation and development of the Duke Silverglands Club. A lot of members are big shots, my boss among them. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I'm going to make the best story I can. I'm already on thin ice after that incident in the newsroom. Sadly, I didn't have time to do much research, but apparently Samuel Silvergland's father passed away about a month ago. Oh, wow! Now I see why the club has Duke in its name. This place looks like something you'd find in a castle, with all the leather, mahogany, and paintings all over the place. The club's bartender. Hello, I'm Patricia from Radio IDUN. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
I suppose that's all right. I'm not too busy at the moment. My name's Victor.
The club. So what's it like here? Do you like your job?
It doesn't pay much, but the status you get from working for such a fine establishment makes it worthwhile.
I thought you'd get paid well, considering the high class of this place and all.
You would think so, yes. It started to unravel a bit lately. That's why they're opening a new restaurant, to make more money.
That sounds like an interesting story. What more can you tell me?
I've said too much already.
The club. Samuel. I'm supposed to interview Samuel, but I can't seem to find him. Do you know where he is?
He might turn up soon. There's a lot of work to do before the grand opening.
The club. Buy drink. Can I get a drink?
What are you having?
Cognac. Scotch. Cognac. Cognac, please.
My pleasure.
The club. Goodbye. Thank you so much, Victor. A giant man with a stern look. It looks like he's guarding the entrance to the VIP room. Hello, my name is Patricia. Could I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Samuel. The club. Goodbye. The club. The club. Sam, give drink. Here you go. I bought you a drink.
Thank you.
Samuel. I'm from Radio IDUN. I'm here to interview Samuel. Do you know where he is?
No.
Just no?
Yes.
Okay. Samuel. The club. Do you enjoy working here at the club?
Sure.
Nothing else?
No.
The club. Goodbye. Thanks, I think. The door to the lounge. A lounge with books, a pool table, and expensive armchairs to relax in. He smells of alcohol. Hello, I'm Patricia from Radio IDUN. Would you mind answering a few questions?
From Radio IDUN. Why, yes. I'm Oscar Silverglands, and I would gladly answer your questions, if only my throat wasn't so dry.
Oscar Silverglands. Are you related to Samuel?
Sadly, he is my brother.
The club. Samuel. The club. Regarding Samuel.
My throat is simply parched. If only I had a drink.
Samuel. The club. Goodbye. Thank you very much. The door to the kitchen. I don't think it'll be appreciated if I snoop around where I don't belong. The door to the bar. Victor the bartender. Hello again.
Yes?
Buy drink. Can I get a drink?
What are you having?
Dry cognac. Cognac, please.
My pleasure.
Sam, goodbye. Thank you so much, Victor. The lounge. Oscar Silverglands. Hello. The club. Samuel. Give drink.
Oh, a fine cognac with such aromatic complexities. What was it you wanted to talk about?
The club. Samuel. I'm looking for your brother Samuel. Do you know where he is?
Who did you say you were again?
Patricia, from Radio IDUN. I'm here to interview him.
Oh, right, yeah. He mentioned something about that. Rather, he bragged about how he was going to be on the radio.
I can't find him. Do you know where he is?
Yes, would you like me to get him?
Yes. Yes, please. Unless it's too much of a bother.
Hold on. I'll call him for you. He'll be at the bar in a minute. If you don't get any good answers from that wretch, you could always ask him about our father's foundation.
Thank you. The club. What do you think about the club?
Samuel started to renovate the place, and it's turned out rather nice, even if it doesn't listen to my suggestions.
He doesn't listen to you?
I am part owner, after all. All three of us are, you know. But Samuel has ruled with an iron fist ever since he inherited most of our father's fortune.
Didn't you receive an equal share?
No. Father handed most of it over to Samuel. Now Sylvia and I have to live on what our dear brother provides.
The club. Goodbye. Thank you very much. To the bar. Samuel is here. Now I can get my interview. Hello, I'm Patricia from Radio IDUN.
It's about time you showed up.
Interview. Do you have time for the interview now?
Yes, that's fine.
The family. The club. The restaurant. The club. What can you tell me about the Duke Silverglands Club?
I started it 20 years ago.
You started it by yourself? I thought your siblings were part owners.
Just because a piece of paper says so doesn't mean they did anything. I built this club from the ground up.
The restaurant. And you'll soon be opening a new restaurant that'll be open to non-members as well. What's your view on the future?
I thought it was time to do something new, and the restaurant business is very lucrative.
So it's about money?
Don't put words in my mouth. You will cut that from the interview. I felt it was time to give something back to the community. My father was a very generous man, and so am I.
The restaurant. The family. I talked to your brother earlier.
Don't listen to a word he says.
So,
That's enough about my brother.
your father. I realize this is a touchy subject, but I think the listeners would want to hear about your father, who passed away last month. You inherited most of his fortune.
I don't hear a question.
I'm wondering how this affects the club and the new restaurant.
Plans for the development have been in place for a long time. With the inheritance, I was able to realize them. That's all I will say about my father.
This wasn't very interesting. Maybe I should ask him about the foundation. Can you tell us a little bit about your father's foundation?
I don't want to talk about that.
It'll be a better story, and it's something I think our listeners will want to hear about.
I don't think so.
Trust me, it'll be great.
All right, but keep it short.
Thank you. Can you tell me what kind of foundation it is?
If you haven't even bothered to find out yourself, I'm not gonna tell you.
No, I only thought it would sound better if you were the one telling the listeners about it instead of me.
Well, all right. My father created the Silver Glans Foundation to help the less fortunate. It was something he cared deeply about.
Thank you. So, why was it that he gave all the money to you without providing something for the foundation?
That's not something I want to discuss. This was supposed to be about my restaurant, not my personal affairs. Your radio station's reputation seems very exaggerated since they said an amateur like you. This interview is over.
A sensitive subject, apparently. I can't leave this place without a real interview. Samuel didn't say much before he stormed off. There has to be someone around who can give me a good story. I guess I can snoop around a bit while I'm here. Richard had a member's card for the VIP room. I could start there. The lounge. The door to the kitchen. A reporter has to be willing to go where she is not welcome. A restaurant kitchen. I didn't know there were so many different kinds of pots and pans. Oh, there's an elevator as well. I wonder where it leads. A rather large chef. Hi, I'm Patricia. Do you have a moment?
A moment. We'll have to talk while I'm working.
The club. The club. What do you think about the club?
Yeah, it's really stressful. I don't understand how Mr. Silverglans expects me to cook for all the guests in the new restaurant, too. There's no way I can manage it by myself.
Goodbye. The club. Goodbye. The club. What do you think about the club?
Yeah, it's really stressful. I don't understand how Mr. Silverglans expects me to cook for all the guests in the new restaurant, too. There's no way I can manage it by myself.
Goodbye. The club. The VIP room. Can you help me get into the VIP room?
Why would I do that? Can't you see I've got my hands full?
I'm from radio.
Quiet. I'm getting an order.
Give me a sirloin steak with red wine sauce.
I haven't got time to listen to the radio. I've got to get those orders ready for the VIP room. The waiter is ill today, and it's going to take me half the day to carry the food up all those stairs.
There's an elevator over there. Can't you use that?
You don't think I know about the elevator? Yes, it goes up to the VIP room, but the engine is busted. According to Mr. Silverglans, an engineer is on the way. He's been saying that for the last 3 weeks.
The club. Goodbye. Thank you very much. Stairs to a basement. Maybe a food cellar? A dark basement. What are you doing here, Patricia? This must be the elevator engine the chef mentioned. Maybe I should try to fix it. Yes. All right, let's see. I'll try the on button, and we'll see what happens. I guess not. It just spun around once and stopped. There are a few different buttons to press here. I wonder what they do. The engine is sputtering. It's not running with full power yet. It's gaining power. Almost there. 4. That's it. Yes! It's working. First Richard's safe, now an elevator engine. I'm really on a roll. The stairs to the kitchen. The chef. Hello. The club. The elevator. I managed to fix the elevator.
I have to thank you. How in the blazes did you pull that off?
It was really technical, but I've picked up a few things over the years.
Well, if my hands weren't so sticky, I'd give you a big hug. How am I ever going to repay you?
Well, could I ride upstairs in the elevator and check out the VIP room?
Yes, of course.
The elevator. Goodbye. Thank you very much. The service elevator. Should I go to the VIP room? Yes. Here we go. I'm gonna do the interview of the decade with someone up there. I'm finally in the VIP room. They spared no expense decorating this place. A bearskin on the floor, silk curtains in the windows, and everyone is really dressed up. I hope I can get a good interview with someone here.
Everywhere. Absolutely. All I'll say about it. Yes. Absolutely. Of course. That's all I'll say about it. Of course. Everywhere. That's all I'll say about it. Of course. Yeah, everywhere. Absolutely. That's all.
An older woman fashionably dressed in a beautiful red dress. Hello, I'm Patricia. Do you have a moment?
Hello, Patricia. I'm Sylvia Silverglans.
Oh, really? Is Samuel your brother?
That is correct. But it's not something I normally advertise. What's on your mind?
The club. About you. The club. Goodbye. The club. What do you think about the club?
Why do you ask?
I'm from Radio IDUN, and I'm doing a story about the foundation. My interview with Samuel, it didn't go so well.
Well, in that case, this is more or less my prison.
Are they keeping you here against your will?
After Samuel inherited all of Father's fortune, I had no choice but to stay on his good side.
Oh, that sounds so dramatic. Do you mind if I do an interview with you?
Well, absolutely. I have a lot to say. When do you want to start?
Start now. All right, well, let's start the interview.
What do you want to know?
More about the club. What can you tell me about the Duke Silverglands Club?
My brother Samuel opened it 20 years ago. He wanted to create a club that the richest of the rich would travel to from all over.
I can understand why you would like to be a member. It's a really beautiful and nice place.
Nice, as long as you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. The staff is mostly underpaid, repairs don't get done, and the members are starting to leave.
More about the club. The renovation. What's your view on the restoration?
Opening a restaurant to the public is just Samuel's strategy to avoid bankruptcy.
So where does the money come from?
From Father's inheritance. Money, I think, should be spent on better things than keeping this monstrosity going.
More about the club. The foundation. What can you tell me about the Silverglands Foundation?
Well, sadly, it's been forced to shut down. It was Father's jewel, but Samuel isn't interested in giving anything away. It's odd that Father gave it all to Samuel. I don't understand it.
So you're surprised with the distribution of the inheritance?
Yes. He was always so determined that the foundation would continue after his death. He and Samuel never saw eye to eye, and he hated this club. Too expensive, too snobby, and completely absurd, he would say. Laced with a little profanity, that is.
What do you think made him change his mind?
Well, I don't believe anything could have made him change his mind about that. Samuel must have forced him in some way. But now my beloved father is dead, so there's nothing I can do.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
You there? What do you think you're doing?
It's okay. She's interviewing me.
You're not in charge here, Sylvia. Security! In here! Please escort this insolent girl out of here.
I can walk by myself.
Sorry, it's my job.
Well, at least I got one juicy interview. Back to the office for editing.
And now, over to a report on the exclusive Duke Silverglands Club, which is about to open a new restaurant for non-members.
Huh. She could have at least mentioned my name. What can you tell me about the Duke Silverglands Club?
The Duke Silverglands Club is my jewel and my passion. I want people to come here and forget about their troubles.
It's a really beautiful and nice place.
I'm extremely pleased to hear you say that.
What? That's not my interview. Those are my questions to Sylvia, but it's Samuel who's answering.
Chapter 3.
Something fishy is going on. First, Richard disappears, and then someone edits my segment. I'd better call the club and ask Sylvia if she knows what happened to the interview.
The Duke Silverglands Club? Victor speaking.
Hello, Victor. It's Patricia from Radio IDUN.
Hello. How may I help you?
I'd like to talk to Sylvia. Is she there?
Now's not a good time.
Why is that?
Samuel is furious with Sylvia and the whole staff. It's probably best if you don't come here ever again. Good luck.
What do you mean? I'm glad I called instead of walking over there. Someone edited my segment. But who? I'll check around the office and see if anyone knows anything. Carl's not here, but he'll probably be here shortly. To the lobby. Monica doesn't seem to be at her desk. The newsroom. The speaking tube. They're still in the VIP room. I need to find a way to get them out of the VIP room. The lounge. The door to the bar. The bar. Lights are out and not a soul here. A phone. Should I call Carl? Yes.
Hello?
It's Patricia. I need help.
Where did you go? We were supposed to meet at the law firm. Why are you whispering?
I was there snooping around.
You were supposed to wait for me.
I couldn't wait. They were going to destroy the evidence that he and Samuel forged the will to steal the whole inheritance. The lawyer caught me and knocked me out. When I woke up, I was locked up at the club.
Okay, hide somewhere. I'll call the police and be there as fast as I can.
I can't just hide. They're going to destroy the evidence. Richard is involved in some way.
Richard? Don't do anything stupid now, Patricia. Help is on the way.
When have I ever done something stupid?
Voiceover on. Landscape. Frequency missing. Direct touch area. Screen curtain on. Voiceover off. Voiceover on. Landscape. Frequency missing. Direct touch area. Screen curtain on. App switcher. Frequency missing. Frequency miss. Frequency missing. Direct touch area. Voiceover off.
The VIP room. Samuel and the lawyer are inside. Should I try to lock them in with the pool cue? Yes. Quietly and carefully so they don't hear me. There we go. Now the elevator is their only way out. The VIP room. Samuel and the lawyer are inside. They won't get out through here. That's for sure. The door to the lounge. The kitchen. the speaking tube. Should I try to get their attention? Yes. All right. Now let's try to get them into the elevator. Hey there, creeps! You'll have to do better than that if you want to keep me locked up!
Quickly, we can't let her get away!
What the? The door to the bar is locked!
The elevator!
The elevator is coming down. I better hurry. The basement stairs. The elevator engine. Time to put my newfound knowledge on elevator engines to use. Like the rats they are, they walked right into my trap. To the kitchen.
Let us out of here! You stupid girl! In here! You won't get away with this! You stupid girl! We're gonna get you! In here! You stupid girl! We're gonna get you! Help! Let us out of here! In here! You won't get away with this! In here! You stupid girl! Help!
The basement stairs.
In here!
To the kitchen.
We're gonna get you! You won't get away with this! Help! We're gonna get you! In here!
The lounge.
We're gonna get you!
The kitchen.
We're gonna get you! You stupid girl! Help! You won't get away with this!
The kitchen.
In here! Let us out of here! In here! In here! You won't get away with this! Help! Let us out of here! We're gonna get you! You stupid girl! Help! We're gonna get you!
The lounge.
Get away with this!
To the bar. A phone. Should I call Carl? Yes. He's probably on his way. To the lounge. The kitchen.
Stupid girl! In here! You won't get away with this! Help! You stupid girl! In here! You
The basement stairs. Starting the engine again wouldn't be a very good idea. To the kitchen.
In here! You won't get away with this! Let us out of here! In here! Help! You stupid girl!
The speaking tube. The VIP room is silent.
Get away with this! Let us out of here! Help! Let us out of here! In here! Help!
The lounge. The window. I can't leave without the will.
Landscape. 4:57 p.m. Screen curtain on. Frequency missing. The voiceover off.
The kitchen.
Let us out of here! You stupid girl! In here! In here! Let us out of here! We're gonna get you! You won't get away with this!
The lounge. To the bar. To the lounge. To the bar. The VIP room. With the bad guys locked up in the elevator, the coast should be clear. All right, the crooks are out of the way. Now let's see if we can find some evidence. A tape recorder. There's already a tape in it. Could I be so lucky?
I, Alan Silverglands, hereby give my entire fortune to the Silverglands Foundation. My personal property and estates go to my children, Oscar and Sylvia. My son, Samuel, receives nothing.
Wow. I don't need to hear any more to know what that means for Samuel and his accomplices. I'd better take the tape and...
So, what are we going to... Patricia?
Richard!
Come quickly. You need to get out of here before they realize you've escaped.
You can relax. They're stuck in the elevator.
I'm so sorry, Patricia.
What really happened?
It's a long story.
The disappearance. So it was you who edited my segment.
Yes, that was me. I'm so sorry.
Sorry isn't good enough.
Look, Samuel was furious after you'd spoken to Sylvia. I was afraid he was going to do something stupid, so I told him I could edit the tape.
The disappearance. Richard's involvement. How are you involved in this?
I had no choice. Somehow Samuel knew I had taken money to make some flattering stories a few years ago. If I hadn't done what he wanted, he would have told Chief.
So you continued to do the wrong thing? Two wrongs make a right, is that what you're saying?
I don't know. No one was supposed to get hurt.
Well, what about the foundation? You don't think everyone depending on it is harmed by this?
I don't know what to say.
Richard's involvement. The disappearance. Why did you just disappear? I was really worried. We all were.
Samuel and his cronies picked me up the other night. They were afraid I would tell the police about what we've done.
They picked you up? Were you kidnapped?
Not really.
I don't understand. Why didn't you just leave?
Where would I go? I'm just as involved in this as they are.
You could have talked to me.
I know you. You would have started to snoop around and they would have discovered it. Samuel isn't really the forgiving type.
The police are here.
I guess it's time to take responsibility for my actions. What do you think? Prison for life?
Richard.
It's up to you what happens next. I'm just glad you're not hurt.
Help expose Richard. Help Richard. I might regret this. Leave before the police arrive.
Thank you.
Welcome, dear listeners. Today we bring you an exclusive story. Our young reporter, Patricia, has uncovered foul play regarding the will of the deceased businessman, Alan Silverglans. Patricia, can you tell us what has happened?
Thank you, Stephanie. It was a team effort. As you may have read in the newspapers, Samuel Silverglans inherited his father's fortune. But it turns out that he, with the aid of the Brandenburg law firm, manipulated his father's will. The money should have gone to the Silverglans Foundation to help the less fortunate in our community. We're all pleased that the theft was discovered. You will hear more of this story as it develops, and as we and the police uncover more details.
Hello?
Hello, it's Patricia. How are you?
Awful. I still don't understand why you didn't say something about my involvement.
You're my friend, so I chose to give you a second chance. But never do anything like that again.
I promise.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I'll hand in my resignation tomorrow. Samuel and Brandenburg won't keep quiet about my part in this. I'm moving out of the country to start over someplace else.
Okay. Take care of yourself.
You too.
You have played Frequency Missing. In the cast, you have heard Chelsea Spirito, Joe Thomas, Jay Preston, Ahmed Abudaf, Aaron Trimble, Michael Schwalbe, Ellen Dubin, Lisa Holloway-Attaway, Andy Barnett, Todd Habercorn, Joe Zija, Jared Martzell, Tammy Ryan, Layla Burzens, Andrea Gibson, Jean-Francois Donaldson. The game was created by Per Anders Östblad, Linus Nordgren, Aslan Tursic, Henrik Engström, Marcus Landen, Jenny Brusk, Carl Fogel, Joel Sandberg, Emil Bergqvist, Timmy Meadham, Ulf Wilhelmsson, Michael Schwalbe, Adrian Kuzminski, and others. Welcome to Frequency Missing. This game is played in landscape mode with the home button to the right. Main menu.
Voiceover on. Landscape. Frequency missing. Direct touch area. Screen curtain on. Control center. Direct touch area. Page 1 of 1. iTunes Store. Portrait. Control center. Airplane mode. Selected.
Well guys, that about does it for this Daniel Summerall Productions video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please be sure to give a like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. If you have any requests for videos you'd like me to film, please post them in the comments below, and I will happily film them. If you have any questions about what I covered in today's video or in any of my other videos, please leave them in the comments below, and I will happily answer them. Until next time, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.